members of the Pride, and welcome to another vlog. This is our October vlog, and that means Halloween. As always, we always do a big Halloween blowout during this time of year. This year, we're actually going to even do a little bit bigger than we usually do. Because usually we play like hide and shriek, we play a couple of Halloween themed games, and we just kind of have that in the last like maybe couple of weeks of October. This year, we're doing the entire month of October, and it's all going to be all either Halloween related games or possibly spooky, scary games. But for the most part, they're all going to be still very family friendly. Don't worry, we will be maintaining that. But I do want to let you guys know we're going to be doing a lot of Halloween related stuff during the month of October, and it's going to be a lot of fun. First of all, we're going to have, you probably have already seen, we're going to have Spookity Hollow. We're going to have a new series called Night of the Dead. Don't worry, Night of the Dead, yes, it is a zombie zombie game, yes, but don't worry, it's not like gore and, tearing guts out and eating them or anything like that. It's nothing like that. It's actually primarily a building game, which a lot of people are like, really? A zombie game is primarily a building game? Yes, it is. You spend most of your time collecting the various materials that you need in order to build this huge maze full of traps that basically keep you alive during the nightly hordes of zombies that come and invade your space. And you basically use these traps to keep yourself safe. But the vast majority of the game, the horde itself is maybe, 10 minutes long, and then you spend the next 2 hours doing nothing but collecting stuff and building on your maze. It's actually a very cool game, and I encourage all of you to give it a try. Don't write it off immediately just because you're seeing, zombie game. Believe me, this is nothing like what you might be thinking. If you're thinking of games like Call of Duty Zombies or Left 4 Dead or what is it, Dead Alive, and I don't remember all their other ones. If you're thinking like that, put that out of your head. Night of the Dead is completely different. So I encourage you to give it a try. And I think you may enjoy this particular zombie game. It's more our speed. So also, we are gonna be doing our usual hide and shriek. And if you are interested in being a part of that, I am taking requests for if anybody would like to be able to play with me. Let me know down in the comments. I've already got a couple of people lined up to play. And it's basically going to be whenever we can find the time, we're going to be able to get in and we're going to play. And as long as you don't mind being recorded, and your gameplay is going to be on YouTube, as long as you don't mind that, hey, we're good to go. Do bear in mind, though, you will be on Discord with me, and we will be maintaining family-friendly levels of interaction, okay? That also said, we are going to be doing potion craft probably throughout the entire month of October. We're going to be doing Costume Quest 2. I know a lot of people have been like really, really eager to be able to see Costume Quest 2. That's going to be happening in the month of October. What else are we going to be doing? There's a few other games that I've been kind of itching to try, but didn't really seem like it really fit my YouTube channel real well. But since it's October, this is kind of the time for spookiness and scariness. So I might be giving some more scary type things a try. Don't worry if you are a little nervous about that. I will warn you ahead of time in the series. Hey, this is a scary game. So I will tell you that ahead of time if it is scary and you're sensitive to that kind of thing. But if it's not particularly scary and it's something that I personally feel is okay for the family to watch, then I'll tell you. Night of the Dead is kind of borderline. You probably don't want your younger kids watching it because it does involve, I mean, you are destroying zombies with these traps. And there is some, your typical like splat, shoot, blow the head off kind of thing, cut the limbs off. But it's not, you are doing it, but it's not in a particularly gory or nasty fashion that you would see on some of these M-rated games. This is, in my opinion, much tamer than you would typically see. And it's much more a building game than it is like a kill everything that you see. By all means. I mean, just let me reiterate that. If I didn't think this was appropriate for YouTube, for my channel, I wouldn't be putting it on. So there is all that. I wanted to just kind of get you guys hyped up because Halloween is just around the corner, and October I'm going to be filling all of October with very Halloween spooky type games. So for the existing series that we've got going right now, I haven't forgotten them. They will continue, but they've kind of been put on hold until the end of October, and then we will be basically, once November 1st rolls around, all those games are going to be back on YouTube, and we will be business as usual. Okay, so that covers Halloween. Another thing that I wanted to cover. So, this involves a story. Once upon a time, there was a rather gullible YouTuber named Lion, who was really, really trying to gain attention and gain followers and gain a community and gain loyal viewers to his channel. He was a new and young YouTuber, just barely have 100 followers. It was kind of sad. He was just starting off, and so what he was trying to do was find legitimate ways to be able to advertise his channel. Well, he got some well-meaning advice from a friend, but that advice turned out to be kind of bad. But it was well-meaning advice, and he said, hey, give Fiverr a try. Fiverr is full of people who can advertise your channel. And I went, oh, hey, wow, that's great. I would love that. So I got on Fiverr and I started looking for ways to advertise my channel, and I came across a couple of guys who were like, oh yeah, we absolutely guarantee you're going to get 2,000 subscribers just like that. You have nothing to worry about. Leave it to us. And I was like, wow, these guys believe in their work. So I said, how are you going to do it? They said, oh, don't worry, we're going to put your name all over the place. You're going to get subscribers from all over. I went, great, sounds terrific. And so I paid them what they asked for, and I put them to work. And the next thing I know, subscribers are coming out of the woodwork. I mean, I had hundreds within like the first week. It's like they were coming out of nowhere. It's like, holy cow. And I did I hit 1,000, and I did my, hey, we hit 1,000 subscribers video, and I was cheering, and it was great. And then all of a sudden I got to 1,500, and actually I made the 1,500 video, and by the time I hit 1,500, I hit 1,800. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. I don't know. These guys are amazing. I can't believe this. And I tried to start interacting with my new followers and with my new subscribers, and not a single one of them responded. I got no response back, and there was nothing coming from it. And I went, wait a minute, what's going on here? And all of a sudden I hit 2,000 subscribers and it just stops. It stops dead. And I thought, wait a minute. What the heck's going on here? Wait, what? At the time, I didn't realize that there is a scam out there. There are unscrupulous people who basically go out and they grab inactive accounts, and they basically co-opt those accounts and use those accounts to subscribe to your channel. And so what they end up basically being is fake follows. They're fake followers. They're not real. They add no watch time to your channel. They add no thing. All they are is a number. And but at the time, I had no idea this was a thing. I didn't realize that this was a possibility. But I did some research on this and I tried to figure out what the hell, what on earth is going on? And I found out, I started doing some research online and I discovered that these guys were, oh yeah, you could get this thing. And I started seeing reviews of these guys. Hey, these are fake. Hey, what the hell? Why are all of my followers disappearing? What's going on with this thing? You guys are frauds. And I'm going, uh-oh. And the next thing I know, I lose 300 followers in a single day. And I went, whoa, what's going on? And okay, so me being the honest guy I am, I immediately contacted YouTube. Hey, YouTube, I think I've been scammed. I explained the whole thing to them. I put it all on. I put it all on an email, and I sent it to him. Up and up here. I don't do shenanigans if I can. If I know about it, I ain't doing them. So I get a hold of YouTube. YouTube comes back to me, and I came that close to losing my channel, to being banned for life of ever creating any more content or ever having a channel on YouTube. And they said, sir, you just did a bad thing. The only reason why you're still a channel is because you came to us and came clean. And and they basically laid out exactly what these guys were. All those followers were fake. They were all fake. So I told them, look, I swear on my, I wouldn't have turned myself in if I didn't know. If I were trying to sneak one by you, I wouldn't be I tried to play fair. And so, they came back and said, yes, we see that. We can see that, you simply didn't know. And that's the reason why you're still a channel. But we want you to know, don't use these guys again. They're frauds and you have a bunch of fake subscribers. And so I said, well, please go through my account and remove all the fakes. And they said, all right. So as the days went on, I started seeing hundreds of my subscribers just disappear. I had already put the 1,800 subscribers, yay, thing back up there. And I didn't want to take it back down because I was like, well, you know what? Let this be a reminder for me. Let this be a reminder to me that, be careful what you purchase. Buyer beware. And fortunately, I did not rely entirely upon these guys. I did have other legitimate advertisers out there. I had paid for several excellent advertisers who actually went out there and did legitimate advertising for me. They got my name out there. They took care of my SEO. They did an enormous amount of work for me. And so I was gaining slowly, but I was gaining subscribers while I was losing a bunch of them. And so eventually it kind of ended up meeting in the middle, and I ended up having I ended up kind of evening out And then once I started evening out, I started gaining back again. But from that time to this time, it's been kind of a hard road to hoe, as you can imagine. I have been doing this for 5 years as of, a couple of days before this comes out. The first video I put out, if I'm remembering correctly, was September 23rd, 26th, 20-something. Forgive me, I can't remember. But that was my first video, and that was in 2016. So as of this month, I have passed my 5-year mark on YouTube, and I have finally managed to get to that 1,800 and surpass that 1,800 subscriber mark that the video that I had done so many years ago claimed I did. And so for me, this is kind of a, I don't know, this is kind of a, maybe a slap in the face. A wake-up call saying, hey, Lion, this is not going to be an easy road for you. This is going to, if you're going to do this for a living, you're never going to have it easy like some of these other guys. You're never going to be able to get thousands upon thousands of followers every single day. You're never going to walk down the street like Jacksepticeye and be mobbed by fans. And honestly, I don't want to be. I'll be honest. I don't want to be. You know, if you ever see me and you recognize me on the street and you go, "Oh my gosh, that's Squeaking Lion," do me a favor, don't come up to me. I actually have for those of you who are regular viewers, you'll know that I have a neuropsychological disorder. Part of that has to do with memory. Part of that has to do with crowds and people I don't know, and especially women. Not that I'm bad-mouthing women or anything. It's just that part of the trials that I went through while I was deployed involved women, and it kind of messed me up. And so now it's very difficult for me to not kind of get the shakes, get panic attacks around people that I don't know. And I won't always show it. A lot of time I've learned to hide it, but it actually stresses me out a lot. And when I get into crowds, it becomes a lot harder. So I appreciate you. I love that you guys watch me, and all I ask is that you watch me. And don't come up to me, you know, if you happen to recognize me in the street or something. Not that that would happen often, because most of the time I stay at home. My life has become somewhat reclusive because of what happened. I'm comfortable here, and it's one of the reasons why I started doing this for a living, is so that I don't have to interact with other people, or at least if I do it as little as possible. I mean, I still go to the grocery store, you know, I still go to dinner with Cherub, I still go and see my family. And I'm, you know, and in November, I am going to be going to Disney World and going to SeaWorld and going to Universal Studios and going to all that different stuff. And I anticipate that's going to be a little rough for me, but it gives me a chance to go see my children and my grandson, which is something I don't get to do very much. So I consider it an acceptable an acceptable thing to deal with for me to be able to go and see my family, because I don't get to do that very often, and so this is kind of a special thing for me. So so that it's kind of a, I don't know, this 1,800 mark that I just hit in the month of September. I guess it kind of hit me a little harder than most of my other milestones. And I guess it just made me realize that even if I ever get famous, if I ever get big enough to be able to actually make enough money on this to survive off of it, it's not going to be an easy row to hoe. And it's taken me 5 years to get to 1,800. Honestly, I when I first started out, I conservatively estimated that by my 5th year, I would have 25,000 subscribers. I did. I said conservatively 25,000. I believe in it. I had honestly figured my first year I'd have 2,000. By my second year, I would have 5,000. By my third and fourth year, I'd be at 10,000, 15,000. And by year 5, I would have about 25,000. And I would be living off of the proceeds of this. Sadly, that's not how it worked. And that 5-year plan didn't work. Is it going to stop me? No. Am I going to throw my hands up and give up and say, good God, I've worked for 5 years and this is all I've gotten? Admittedly, yeah, I feel that way. But I'm not going to stop. I'm never going to stop. I love this. I enjoy doing this. Not just because I'm playing video games. That's actually a minor part of this. I enjoy this. I enjoy interacting with my fans. I enjoy making these videos. I enjoy even the editing and the uploading, which is arguably the most boring and tedious part of it, except for like the finishing where you have to add all the different stuff into YouTube and do all the little details of YouTube. Boy, is that tedious. But even that I enjoy. I would rather do that than anything else. And so even though I am at 1,800 and it took me 5 years to get here, and I am only slightly more than 1/10 of where I expected to be, it doesn't matter. Why? Because squeaking lions do not quit. I am where I'm supposed to be. I know this. I know this in my heart. I am where I am supposed to be. And as long as I know that, and as long as I continue to be where I'm supposed to be, and I continue to be able to entertain you, but as well maybe educate you, maybe inspire you, maybe be able to show you that there is a better way than where you are right now, then I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And as far as I'm concerned, I ain't going anywhere else. So in any case, guys, that is going to be it for this particular vlog. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, do the liking, the subscribing, the commenting, the following, all the things that you do that support people such as myself. Please do bear in mind, I don't just have a YouTube channel. I also have a Twitch channel. I have a Buy Me a Coffee account, and I have a Discord. You're welcome to go to every single one of them. All of them are under the same name, Squeaking Lion. And as far as I know, there's only one Squeaking Lion, so it's going to be me. You can recognize the my logo right back there. So if you would like to go there and check those out, you're absolutely welcome to. I have memberships on all of them, and all those memberships go towards keeping my butt in this chair so that I can continue to entertain you, and I really do appreciate every single one of you that do. But even if you don't, just being here, watching me do this. Thank you. Thank you. Just watching me. Thank you. You have no idea how much it not only supports me financially, but it lets me know I'm doing the right thing. That I am in the right spot doing what I'm supposed to do. So thank you for that. Thank you so much for watching. I'd like to take a few moments to actually to recognize those who are members. I forgive me, I didn't put down your names, but you all know who you are. And thank you for being members, being at that subscription level, at that membership level. It really, really helps me. So I just want to say thank you for that. But even if you're just watching, it helps me so much more than you can imagine. So thank you so much for watching. And as always, everyone, always remember that anyone can be a mouse that roars, but it takes someone special to be a lion that squeaks. So embrace your inner lion and squeak on. And I just realized this is probably the longest vlog that I've had in a while. So sorry if this went on a little bit, and I hope it didn't get too intense for you, but it was all from the heart. So take care, everyone.